What is up, everybody? This is Thomas from the 5D, and today is another Pixel Art Tuesdays. So in the last episode, if you didn't get what I was saying, you just want to overlap this part right here by 1 and bring it out 1, do a downward diagonal, and bring it diagonal with this other side. So now, in this episode, we're going to be able to hopefully finish filling in Stitch. And so what we're going to want to do is we are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, break these first 3 blocks. And sorry for the train, that's super annoying for me too. So now you're going to want to go downward diagonal, and bring this out by 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. Sorry about this, guys, but there's nothing much I can do about it. Upward diagonal, bring it up 1, and upward diagonal, and upward diagonal, bring it out 1, and upward diagonal, bring this one out 3 more. 1, 2, 3. And now you're going to want to do a downward diagonal, bring this down 1 more, a downward diagonal going the other way, bring this down 1 more, and a downward diagonal connecting them. So now you're going to want to get out your white wool to fill in a little reflection part on his eye. So you're going to want to go here and 1, 2, bring it down 1 and out 1 more. So now we are going to fill this little pupil part in, and I will be back momentarily. Okay, so now that you've gotten that pupil filled in, you're going to want to take your black wool and go 3 up, or actually there should be 2 extra down from the bottom, and then build it out 1, upward diagonal, upward diagonal, bring this one out 1, then an upward diagonal, and upward diagonal, bring this one out 1, another upward diagonal, bring this one out 5 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then you're going to want to bring it down 1, then over 2 more, then down 1, then a downward diagonal, bring this down 1 more, a downward diagonal, bring this one down 4 more, 1, 2, 3, 4, a downward diagonal, going the other way, and bring this down 2 more, 1, 2, a downward diagonal, a downward diagonal, bring it out 1, then a downward diagonal, and overlap this by 1. So now, in this part, we are going to take our cyan wool, and let's start from here. And you're going to want to go 1 and just bring it down like this, even with that, and fill in that area right there. Then you're going to want to go out one, down one, over. Basically, we're just following the look of this right now. Now, what you're going to want to do is, this time, we are going to just go like that, then like that, and then bring it all the way across here. And the colors won't be exactly the same because, you know, it's Minecraft and we don't have that many color options, but I'm trying to make it as best I can. And actually, before, what you're going to want to do is take your light blue wool and fill the rest of this in, but before I pause the video real quick to fill it in, I am going to go right here. And what you're going to want to do, build it up one and out by 2. 1, 2. Break these first 2. Build it out one, then a downward diagonal, bring it down one, a downward diagonal, and bring it down one. This part right here is going to be like his eyelid or something like that. So now, yeah, just basically fill in this entire area right here with light blue wool, and I will see you shortly. Okay, so now that you've gotten that filled in, you're going to want to take your blue wool and come over here and fill in the nose right here. So I kind of wish we had a darker blue for this, but yeah, just fill in this area. And I've tried, but the lapis is actually a lighter color, and I'm gonna use that for something else anyways. So now that you've filled in the nose, let's go down to this bit right here, and you're just gonna fill it in with your light blue wool. So and so now let's go down to here, and you're gonna want to go a block right there, a downward diagonal, a downward diagonal, bring this one out one more, then bring it down one more, a diagonal, and then build it up even with this. So now just fill in the rest of this area with your light blue wool. Okay, so that's it for the light blue wool. So now take your regular blue wool, and we are going to go up here, and you're going to want to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 1. And once I've finished this, all you'll need to do is fill in the rest of it with your cyan, and you'll be finished. So now, let's go to this part right here. Bring it down 1, 2, 3, then a downward diagonal, and bring it over by 2 more. 1, 2, Then fill this area in. Then you're going to want to go right here. Build it down 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. So now we are going to move on to the feet, which is the more tricky part. So you're going to want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Then down here, you're going to skip this area and go 2, 3, 4. Then you're going to do the same thing with this down here, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. So now take your lapis, and you're going to want to go 1 block above this and bring it out 1. Then bring it out 1 more, and you are going to build this up by 4 more. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's one of the feet. And actually, you can use light gray wool. And I think I'm gonna do that actually for this part. So the 2 right there, and then maybe even dark gray I think would look better. Sorry about this, I'm trying to figure out what would look good. So yeah, dark gray. So bring it back up to where it was. And now the toenails, it's just these areas filled in. Oh, and this area right here. So now for the other foot, we are going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, then down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and right here, go 1, 2, 3. So now take your dark gray wool, and you're going to want to go 1 out, 1 up, 1 over, bring that down, bring it down 1 more time, and bring it out 1. So now all we need to do is fill in the rest of this with cyan, except for this part right here. And in fact, I'm gonna do that right now just so it's not as confusing, and you're gonna want to use pink wool for his ear. So just start filling in this area with the pink, and I will be back once it is finished. Okay guys, so now that you've filled in his ear, you are going to just take your cyan wool and just fill in anything and everything in it. So just every open space within the main outline, just fill it in with the cyan wool. And I will be back once this entire thing is filled. Okay guys, so now I am completely finished with this build. Like I said, the color combinations aren't quite exact, but that's because we don't have that many options to choose from. So, and yeah, I tried my best with the colors I had, and I think it looks pretty good. So I've realized that I still have quite a bit of time left in this video, and I am sorry that I have not made a part 3 or released a part 3 of the Capitol building series I started a long time ago. But that was mainly because I had already finished the outside of the Capitol building for the most part, and I had also built a ton of other buildings, and I didn't want to have to restart on it, but I will go into that world now. So I will see you then. Okay guys, so I've been doing some modifications to it since the latest update with the stained glass came out, but this is what the Capitol building looks like. As you can see in this direction, I've got more buildings, and all of these buildings except this one, and the fire station are my design, but I built those ones when I was still kind of a noob at Minecraft. Oh, and also this one isn't my design, but I have a new neighborhood with a giant apartment building that I'm building currently. For some reason, the lights are glitched and will not shut off during the daytime, even though they're set to night. But yeah, this is a neighborhood that I've been building basically since you saw me on this world last. They're all my design. Like I've looked at pictures. I've looked at a lot of pictures of these modern houses, and so I decided I would build some, and then I just got really addicted to doing it. And so I've built all of these houses, and this one is a little less modern, but then there's this one. There is this one. And this one I didn't build. This was actually one of my friends who I decided I would let build their own house. This is the only building that I have not built in the city. And my favorite modern house would have to be this one right here, mainly because I like the color combination, and two, it has a really unique design. And as you can probably tell from out in front of most of these houses, no one owns them, and they probably never will. So what I've decided I would do is I will, like, if you want your name, if you want to technically be the owner of one of these houses, I will just leave a comment about it, and I will put your name up. And so, like, this house is already claimed by one of my friends. You should go check out his channel. He does a lot of cool videos and stuff. So, this one is also claimed. That one, of course, is claimed. This one is... I don't remember if this one is. I think it is, but I will get back to you in the comments about that. This one has not been claimed, although this one doesn't have a sign in front of it. It's been claimed. And this one I know has been claimed. So yeah, basically the only one that I'm positive hasn't been claimed is my brand new house that can actually be built on survival. And if you want to see any of these houses or some of the smaller buildings, I don't really want to do the bigger buildings, at least right now, because I'm already doing this series. But yeah, if you want to see a tutorial on any of these smaller buildings, like the police station or something like that, then just leave it in this description. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. In the next one, I will be starting a brand new pixel art. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!